How is it hanging, my holy child of Adam? The General is back here in the land of Fallout 4 in the Commonwealth, and me and the Bay here, Pipa, we're doing a bit of a couples therapy session today. So in continuing fashion with the series this far, it is only tradition that we have a point 0.5 or a fill episode or a half episode for each um set of 10 that we hit. For instance, we have 10.5, 20.5, 30.5. You see what I'm saying? So it's just going to be a staple of the series, I guess, at this point. Basically, though, the audio originally for this footage got corrupted and didn't record properly. So I'm doing voiceover. So technically, this footage was recorded and done prior to us taking the castle and doing that episode in episode 30, but it's gonna be it's gonna we're putting it in as 30.5, so just bear with me here. So that's why I'm like my level and stuff like that might look a little wonky or my outfit or whatever. It might be a little different from what you just seen if you watched episode 30, but bear with me. So basically, me and Pipa are running around having some couples therapy on this nice, lovely Saturday afternoon when these hagglers just decided to give us a hard time about trespassing or not having a permit or jaywalking or I forget what they said. Basically, they just started toying with us until one of them got handsy and we had to handle them with our grognak axes. But yeah, so during our couples therapy retreat, we decided to take a stroll down the beautiful Boston Commonwealth. And thus we've come across the Boston Airport, which can be a settlement in the game. However, usually you have to side with the Brotherhood of Steel in order to have access to it or kill them. We don't even know who the Brotherhood of Steel are in our playthrough so far. We have not met them yet. Brotherhood of who? Exactly. So, me and the Bay here have taken it upon ourselves to clear out the Boston Airport in order to have the Minutemen set up some recon for the castle to scope it out a little bit and to see what we're up against. Like I said, this technically was supposed to happen before the castle episode. So, as you see me and Piper run through these airport security guards that are frisking us a little too heavy, I told them a million times it was just a pocket watch, and they decided to still fill me up. Every airport ever, especially Southwest Airlines. I digress. We are going to clear it out, hopefully be able to set up a nice little recon outpost for our troops to set up at. This way we'll have a better understanding of what took over the castle and we'll be able to have a spot to resupply and do other things in this section of the Commonwealth because we don't have a lot over here at this point in time. I'll bring up the map now of our current settlements that we occupy now that we've taken the castle. It's beautiful. Look at that. So many. Our expansion is vast, but we can't stop there. We can't take our foot off the gas. We have to continue to press it down so hard that we smash the skull of any opposition in the Commonwealth that threatens to take our perfect community and social society away from the Minutemen. And what I mean by that is we're reshifting our focus now that we have taken the castle. The general has spoken, and as the general, we have decided that we're reshifting the focus of the Minutemen for the current time being. So for this point going forward, until we decide otherwise, or I'm satisfied with the results, which is hard to satisfy me, I'm insatiable. Although Piper does a dang good job in that outfit. Something about the blood on that axe and the booty. Anyway, so now's the general. Our focus is shifting for the Minutemen to our vast expansion. So it's no secret that the Minutemen have been expanding crazily throughout the Commonwealth. Every faction that knows anything is seeing that. However, it's important that we back up what we're putting down. We put our money where our mouth is. What I mean by that is it's great if we have a bunch of territory under our control. However, that doesn't really matter if every time a Mr. Gutsy gets malfunctioned and a feral ghoul with rabies comes along and pisses on our turrets or decides to smell our settlers, the entire settlement gets taken over because we don't have anything there. We don't have any defenses or anything like that. Or if we wait too long and they don't and our settlers get unhappy with us, they can actually revoke our workshop privileges and our settlement privileges. And the last thing we want is to start working backwards and losing traction as the Minutemen and have our reputation go kaput. So our expansion, our focus is now going to be on making sure that our new and old settlements are staying up to date, being resupplied, being fortified, being updated, all that type of stuff, being taken care of. Like I said, we're heavy into the settlement building in this playthrough. As the general, we have to make sure everybody's happy. So we're really going to be shooting for the 100% happy, which is rough. It's a rough thing to get in this game. But we're gonna have in the future, we're gonna have a lot of settlement videos. Like I said, we're gonna have to really focus. We're really shifting our focus into making sure that all that's taken care of. Because as the game goes on and as we get more territory for the Minutemen, the enemies are gonna start coming harder and they're gonna start coming a lot more. We're gonna want to be able to prevent that with as little casualties as possible. The next thing we're going to reshift our focus on is strengthening supply lines between our settlements, new and old. So we have a decent amount of supply lines built up right now. The hub basically for the Minutemen in our gameplay is Starlight Drive-In. It's pretty much the most central place right now. It has the most supply chain provisioners coming out of it. And it's a pretty good early central spot, I think, to do it. However, now that we're getting a little further in the game, we're expanding more and we have the castle unlocked. We're going to make the castle hub number 2 for supply lines. So now we're going to station supply lines from the castle, start sending them out to areas that are closer to the castle in that area region of the land. And this is all going to be possible due to the fact that we have put a supply line between Egret's Tor Marina and the castle, connecting all of our settlements up that way towards Sanctuary and stuff to the castle, which makes it a lot easier for us. So in the future, we're gonna supply a lot of supply chains and patrols around the castle to surrounding settlements, such as like Vault 88, and a couple other ones. The next thing we're gonna be focusing on going forward is specific locations of interest for the Minutemen. Now, just because we've secured the castle and we have a few other settlements that are pretty cool and fun, doesn't mean that's it. Game over. There are tons of locations and points of interest in the Commonwealth that every faction wants to get their grubby little metal stingy fingers on. I don't know. Thinking synth and Brotherhood of Steel power armor, so that's where that comes from. Anyway, so a lot of points of interest in areas out there that are very, very, very promising. So we're gonna start sending teams out to patrol and scout new locations for settlements and for new areas of interest with technology, equipment, gear, opposition, the whole nine. This way we can get a better idea of what we're up against. We can get a better picture of the Commonwealth for the future, and we can have more accurate intel. And also, this will just help us in the long run with scouting for settlements and places to build whenever we need to expand further or we need to make a specific type of base to help us out. And lastly, for the new focuses, we're going to focus on expanding radio freedom frequency in order to reach more people. So we're going to start setting up radio beacons at other settlements throughout the Commonwealth to strengthen radio freedom frequency. That way, it will reach further distance and further people. Thus, Minutemen will be able to hear people's cries for help whenever they're further away, people we normally wouldn't hear, such as people up on the island, the mysterious Far Harbor Island, ooh, or the infamous Nuka World that's out west. It'll just help out all along, and it'll also make it so they're able to reach the general me at any point in time and anywhere in the Commonwealth without interruptions or, you know, communications going down or any static or any BS horror movie crap like that. Ooh, we have state of the art technology, but this guy's 10 miles away and there's a cloud, so we can't hear anything. Beep, boop, boop, up. Guess we should just end transmission. Hate that crap. This is a realistic run through. We're realistically the general. And realistically, I like to have radios and frequencies and such and communication pathways that work. I'm not into that BS. So we're going to focus on making sure that frequency gets strengthened and we get a broadened and more vast range for the radio station. Hopefully, it'll help with some recruitment too, because although we are getting pretty big in numbers, we are. I don't think we're big enough yet to take on some of the even mid-tier factions like the Gunners. I would say we still are not ready to take on them. I would argue we might not even be able to take on, honestly, might not even be able to take on the Institute at this point in time or the Brotherhood. We could probably take the Railroad. They're pussies. Bunch of freaking hiding dusty cornballs, hiding mothball motherfuckers underneath the freaking. "Ooh, we're the railroad and we're here to help since, run underground and be free. Just gonna hide in the old church and the Freedom Trail, and we're just gonna sit there and under a church, and we're gonna wonder why the last three bases we've had have been infiltrated by synths. And yeah, Merc, yeah, don't get me started on the railroad. Worst faction in the game. Moral wise, maybe not, but everything else wise, yeah, and it doesn't make up for it. I'd rather be a little bit evil and have a bunch of technology or fight for the people and be, ridiculed or not paid back or just be an evil scientist underground than I would a dusty cornball with a robot and a mad scientist in the middle of an underground church sitting there waiting to die. Yeah, I don't like the railroad anyway. I will, I do want to play through as them though on the channel. I think that'd be interesting to see. I think I might do that next playthrough as the railroad. I want to build I want to try for them. But anyway, back to the general in our current Minutemen playthrough. We are going to continue to set things like that up. We're going to shift our focus to these areas, and hopefully, we're going to see some results in the future. While we're doing all this, we're currently trying to pass time for a few things to happen. Yeah, once 3 days in game pass, Ronnie Shaw will. Oh, the mysterious stranger has shown up. What a cute guy. We should see if he wants to join the Minutemen. He's always giving us a hand, especially when we're in times of need. He's my bestie. Anyway, once 3 days in game pass time, 3 days in game pass, Ronnie Shaw will show up at the castle, which will give us the opportunity to do the old guns quest, which is how you pretty much finish up unlocking the rest of the castle because there's a whole wing we haven't been able to unlock yet. It's the armory and stuff. So that's a big part of it. I'm waiting, killing time to do that because like it's lame to just sit there and sleep or sit in a chair. Like I want to go out and adventure and like our time is money and our time could be better spent saving the Commonwealth and doing the right thing and being the good guys. So I'm gonna go out here and me and Piper doing our couples therapy. We're gonna go help some settlements out and stuff like that until we keep check-in periodically and she comes. Once she does, we're gonna hop in and we're gonna help her out and continue finish the castle quest. That way we can fully unlock it. We get access to all those goodies because I know there's a whole bunch that we're missing, including the artillery, and then something, little couple missile launchers, some laser turrets, all that good stuff, which will be very, very, very critical in helping the Minutemen continue to blow through the Commonwealth with our righteous fist of justice. That's going to be something we do in the next couple episodes. Definitely the next episode, probably, or the episode after, depending on how long we're out here at the airport, helping settlements. But once time passes, we'll be able to completely do that. Then I'm going to spend an entire episode devoted to just building and showing off my castle after I touched up a little bit. But I'm going to go through, I might live stream that and show like me building it, live stream for a little bit. I know I'm going to have a lot of build videos coming up in this next couple uh look at that superhero landing. Man, I look nice. I should be in the Avengers or something. I should see if they're hiring right now. I wonder if they're around. Anyway, in the next couple episodes, we are going to continue on, and I'm gonna do some other cool quests. I'm gonna build up the castle, build up a few other settlements. I'm gonna show that off. Really, some old ones off too to catch them up too that haven't gotten built up or haven't gotten shown some love. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about them. I'm talking about you, Oberlin Station. I'm talking about you, Sunshine Tidings. I'm talking about you. Let me see, what's another one I got? North Hagen Beach. We're gonna build you up, baby. Don't worry. And we got some new ones coming too. We got some Outpost Zimbabwe. We're gonna build up. We're gonna build a castle up, and we're gonna build Grey Garden up. We're gonna make sure we show all our little settlements love. Gonna devote a video to. I'm gonna try to devote a video to every single settlement, honestly show my little build and my little lore for that. We've already done a couple, but we're really going to focus on it in this next couple uh episodes of the series, considering we just hit a huge milestone. We were building up to that for a while, so it's time to take a, take a little chill pill, take a little ease back, a little ease off the throttle a little for, the hardcore quest stuff. We're gonna do some more build up settlements, show that off. I like that. I think that's a good idea. And I think it'll help with building up Minutemen's reputation and everything as well. It fits with our gameplay. And it'll be nice because, I don't often build at all the settlements. I actually never build at all the settlements. I usually just build it like what I do is since I play this is my favorite game, and I've beaten it so many times, played it so many times. What I do is I have a thing where every time I play a new round or start over a new character, and yes, I've beaten this game like 8 times. I pick a new settlement each time that I've never built at or that I've not built a lot at or done a lot to before in the past, and I make that like my main base or like my main bedroom or area. So it like forces me to like make it look nice or figure out how to build there and stuff like that. And I've done that ever since like the game has come out. It's just the way I played it. It's the way I play Fallout, especially since they had a building. So I just really think that it makes the replayability factor a lot better, and it also forces you to like go to other settlements and see what's up because like you miss a lot. There's so many settlements in this game. There's 37 with all the DLC and 31, I believe, base game. So there's a lot of them to choose from, and there's so many that overshadow the other ones. Like, yeah, there's so many good ones that get overshadowed because don't get me wrong, there's some ones that are poo poo caca. There's yeah, like let me think. I believe I always get this messed up. I'm gonna just guess. Believe it's Green Top Gardens is the one I hate, where it's like the house, like Sanctuary Hills house in the middle, and there's like a billboard, and there's just junk everywhere. You can't clear. Yeah, that's dog crap. Grey Garden, if that's the one with the robots, I think so. It's okay. I don't mind Sanctuary Hills. I don't mind Red Rocket. There's ones like Hangman's Alley. Like, why? Why is that even a settlement? Like, no. And I think Rook's family house. I think that's one. That's dog crap. That's dog water. Hot dog water at that. Like not even hot dogs. Like hot dog water. The water that you boil it in. That's how bad it is. It's like why? Why would you put that in there? There's a few other ones that just really grind my gears and really just just ruffle my jimmies. But for the most part, there's a lot of great ones that get overshadowed. So it really forces you to get outside of your comfort zone and build in new places and learn how to build in different areas and stuff because each settlement's unique and the map is built to scale with real life Boston. So a lot of the places that they have settlements set up are like real life places of interest and stuff like that. And I find that really interesting. It really makes me want to build there and, create my own lore that fits in with real life and Fallout lore and bridge the gap between both. As we go underneath the airport ruins here, we can see there's not a lot going on except for a bunch of feral ghouls in their ice cream social that we are about to interrupt. But uh yeah, I think that we're going to try to show off every single settlement. Like I said, I'm going to definitely show off, like I said, there's a few that I never really ever build up in. Like, for example, 10 Plimes Bluff. 10 Plimes Bluff was one. I never really build there, never really have a lot of people there. So I made sure that I made that one of the settlements early on that I focused on. And it was actually really cool to do because it's insane. You have like 12 people there, I think. Like, I've never had more than like 8 people there max. And it's like kind of sick to see a whole actual community there. Like I've never seen it that populated. So it's sick. So I'm really enjoying it and looking forward to seeing how the rest of the settlements turn out whenever they have a thriving population. Especially since, we're rolling with Minutemen and military people and stuff like that. So our settlement should always look cool and have a bunch of different outfits and people and attitudes and personas and all that crap. So as we continue to clear out this ice cream social full of feral ghouls, um, we're gonna just keep going. We've been doing really well with resource consumption and our patrols. We haven't had any casualties the last couple episodes. No random Minutemen getting blown away John Wilkes Booth style in the wild. Um, we did have a casualty in the castle. I'm not sure if it was there before we got there, and it's from a previous battle, or if one just slipped through the cracks and we didn't see it. But since there's no evidence to prove that it's on me and that you signed a waiver, we're going to claim negligence and say that that was prior to us showing up and fighting the Mirelurks. Therefore, we have had zero casualties, including in our castle battle, which is really, really, really astounding and hard to do. We haven't lost any settlements. We've won every battle. We've showed up and supported every single settlement and every single attack that's happened. We've supported everybody. We've never missed a single one. We've never failed any. We're on the track to greatness. We're out here. We're on the way to the perfect run as the Minutemen General. It's only going up from here. It's getting harder, but it's only going up. Especially with the castle, it's going to be so easy from now on, just having that such a nice place to just reside. And as the general, yes, I do think that the castle is where I'm going to make my headquarters at for the rest of the game. Like I was saying, I always have a main headquarters or bedroom or main settlement that I build in or live in throughout every game. And I've done the castle before, obviously, but I think that it's the most fitting place for us to set up our headquarters for the Minutemen's General. At least for now. I might change my mind down the road. I might switch it up. I might like make it a little secondary, whatever. I'll change my mind, but we'll handle that when it comes if we do. But I think this point going forward, after Ronnie Shaw shows up and we continue and finish the quest line for the castle, I think that we're going to set up our main HQ for the Minutemen there, as well as our main bedroom and spot of interest. We're going to set up our little room and stuff. We're going to have to build some barracks for the people there because there's not a lot of rooms inside the castle, honestly. There's not a lot of space to grow a massive militia. It has a lot of space in general, just not a lot of inside space for people. So we're really gonna have to take advantage of the corridors, and that's why I built the food area outside. So that's less space that we have to worry about, and we can put a barracks inside because in my eyes, and realistically, it makes more sense to protect your people before you protect your food. Yes, food is important, but without food, you don't have people, but without people, there's not even a need for food. Hence, people more important. Hence, keep people inside, keep food outside. But it's not like it's going to matter. Anybody who has the balls to attack us is going to get murked anyway. We're going to start distributing our specific scattered laser rifles to all our militiamen and women at the castle. I'm gonna come up with a secondary type of weapon. I'm gonna invest in the gun nut perk in the future, and I'm gonna start creating a secondary type of weapon to start distributing to our some of our settlements. So, there's some variety, but they're still beefed up and taken care of. But we have that going on. We're gonna start distributing some armor to all of them and put some power armor there. We're gonna get a couple of our mechanics from Red Rocket to come set up some power armor stations in the castle grounds because it's gonna be important to have at least one or two sets of power armor at every single settlement. I'm like I said, this isn't a power armor build run through, but I just think in general it makes sense military tactically and otherwise to take advantage of power armor. One of the other factions is already hoarding it and doing so, and the other main threat is literally robots, which is kind of what you are in Power Armor. I'd say, why beat them when we can join them? Let's just join them and then beat them. You know what I mean? Beat them like our wives in 1950 when the meatloaf's cold. Am I right, brother? Anyway, I'm sorry. That's why we're doing couples therapy. JK, we're doing couples therapy because the meatloaf was cold and I didn't hit her. I just wanted to know what to do. They recommended going to the airport, traveling, and we got here, and then this guy showed up and was like, "Sorry, we're gonna need to see a form of ID." And I forgot mine in my other pants, so we had to ask him. That's that. He's no longer the glowing one in the airport. He's now the glowing one at the bottom of the water. Ooh, a hidden duffel bag. Uh, by the way, I want you guys to rate my costume. I know we've been matching for a few episodes now, but we're switch up with Preston Garvey here in the next couple episodes or in the near future. So just gonna do a few more adventures with her. I think we're looking nice. I'm gonna leave her in her outfit whenever I send her on her way, but it's not gonna have the same effect since we won't be together. But let me know in the comments if you liked our matchingness. I think we look pretty dang cute together in our matching Grognak uniforms and axes. My 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 bear helmet. Don't ask. It's just a representation of the beast within to let my enemies know that they're messing with the beast. I can't be tamed. It's like a warning shot, you know what I mean? You see the bear mask coming, it's like, oh man, not this guy. This guy's a psychopath. He's that guy who just decided to slice a feral bull in half with an axe in the middle of a parking lot with oil all over the ground and his girlfriend watching. He's that guy. That's why I wear the bear mask. And I saw someone commented in my last video, I believe, and said about it, it's not a mod or anything like that. It's actually just a super rare item in the game. I got it a few episodes back. I believe you go to DB Technical School. It's a location in the downtown Boston area and southernish part of the map, I believe. It's like near the Swan and stuff like that. Just look around there, you'll find it. It's a school logo. But DB Technical School, basically, it's school, high school, or I don't know, some type of community college or something that was overtaken by raiders. Basically, what happened was the raider gang was using dogs to clear out other settlements full of settlers, and the guy's dog, one of the dogs, bit the leader of this raider group, and he contracted rabies from it. But he's a raider, so he's stupid and doesn't know that. And the rabies just slowly starts eating away at his brain, causing him to go insane and have induced paranoia and all sorts of other things. And basically, he thinks everyone's out to get him, so he kills a few raiders that are traitors. Then he sees this mascot helmet in the basement of the school, and he thinks that it's a beast that's going to kill him because, he's hopped up on that good old rabies. And he orders his raider pals to go and kill the beast and bring him the head as proof. So they go, quote unquote, kill the beast, bring him the head, which is a mascot head. And he wears it as like a trophy that he's the beast now. And then he just decides that it's safe to only drink pool water. Dirty, 200-year-old pool water, which people were peeing in before the bombs dropped. So I sure as hell believe that they're peeing in it after. And pee is probably so much more irradiated and gross. So, yeah, he's insane. And we find him down there whispering to himself in his little throne in a pool about how pool water's the best and he's superior and all this and that. And yeah, I was like, that's a nice helmet, bruh. He was like, over my dead body. I was like, cool. Now I got a hat. It's fair. And I'm the beast. Now I let people know that I'm untamable. That is actually the true story of where I got the helmet at. I know it's a whole little side story, but on all seriousness, I did actually. It's not a mod. It's just super rare, exclusive item in the game. There's only one of it, I believe, and it's like I said, you have to go through this EB technical school. It's like I believe it's a Minutemen quest is the honestly the only way to get assigned. I mean, you can just go to the location. That's what I got told to, and you can just go there. But to get assigned it like I did, like the quest, I believe it's a Minutemen quest, and the only person who can assign it to you is Preston Garvey. So, you know, be nice to him early on and take all the quests that he gives you, because eventually he's gonna send you some rare places. I believe you can get a Letterman jacket too, a DB Technical School Letterman jacket. That's a rare or specific item in the game. There's only like one or two of them. I believe you can get that there too. I think it's on top of a locker. I believe I have it as well. I always like to collect all the rare and unique items in the game every playthrough. I'll display them at some point or put them in one of my builds or something like that. You guys will see it in a future video build. Oh, see right there, that assault that assault rifle. That's gonna make its way to a nice display piece in my armory or something later on. Thank you, little skeleton girl in a dress. Um, all right. Well, it seems like the airport's cleared, and Piper's already complaining. She wants me to take her to Taco Bell or Chipotle or something. So I guess we're gonna just call it a day on this couples therapy. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been expensive on my wallet probably because she likes to stop everywhere and shop and stuff. But it's whatever. It's love. What can you do? But as the general, I am signing off. Like, comment, subscribe, please. Let me know if you enjoyed. Let me know if you didn't and what I could do to make you enjoy. Let me know if you want to enjoy me. Winky, winky. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoy the series and I hope you have a wonderful day. At ease, soldiers.